Hey, good morning, YouTube friends. I am on my way to work and kind of at a spot where I sit through a light for several times. So I thought I'd get this video started for today. Today is going to be a long day. I decided to DoorDash if I can get scheduled on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Today is Thursday. So right after school, I will shoot over to the city that I'm going to DoorDash in and hope that I can make it. And in time to click dash. So that's my plan. But I'm also going to try and thrift shop at the same time. There's a Goodwill by a Little Caesars that I have delivered for before, and I actually get paid pretty well for delivering. I think Little Caesars must help pay because the DoorDash base is really high, and DoorDash usually only pays you $3. So the last time I delivered, I think the DoorDash pay was like $7 something, and then plus tips, so that was nice. So I thought I'd hang out there, go into Goodwill, and shop for a little bit and see if I get any orders. And then after that, I'll go to a different location if I don't get any, and hopefully I can make at least $50 tonight. I've noticed that DoorDash is not very busy now. I think the holidays it was really busy, but it seems to have slowed down. So another thing I wanted to share with you, I had a student come to me yesterday. She was upset because she has to go to a doctor today, and you know, my heart reaches out to this student. She's a good girl, and you know, just one of those that kids, I wouldn't say they tease her, but it's just hard for her, and I know that. And so I thought, well, I was gonna find one of my teddy bears that I used to have a little teddy bear collection. I had this little stuffed teddy bear, and I was telling my daughter about it. I said, I think I'm gonna give her that. Excuse me. Tomorrow before, you know, she goes to her doctor appointment. And my daughter's like, that's not my teddy bear. And I'm like, no, it's mine. Because it's just this little bear with a sweater on. I must have given it to her. So anyway, I went in the garage and looked for it. And the sweater was missing a button on the top. And then there was a stain on it. And I thought, well, I can't give her that one. So I started looking through my daughter's things. Sure enough, I found another teddy bear from Build-A-Bear. We did a lot of Build-A-Bear with my daughter growing up, and so I thought, well, this one's cute, it's nice, it looks in new condition. And so I went and asked my daughter, would you mind if I gave her this one? And she said, no, that's all right. And she hugged it and said goodbye, you know. And so I have that to give to her. And then there's part of me that says, you know, maybe you shouldn't do that. But you know what, I don't want other students to know that I gave it to her, because then they'll give her a hard time for that. You know, you have to think about all of those things. I don't want them to give her a hard time for that if they know it's coming from me. And so hopefully I'm just gonna tell her to say a friend gave it to her, and if she wants to share that, just to kind of protect her from that teasing. And you know, teenagers can be very, very mean. And you think about it, not all my students need a teddy bear today, and but I know that this one does. I know this one needs a warm fuzzy or something to make her day better, because she is very anxious about this appointment. And I didn't have to go spend any money, and so hopefully that's all gonna go well. But sometimes when we do things for others, we don't have to really spend any money. We have enough to give as far as stuff. And writing a card, I could write her a simple card, really, but I really think the teddy bear will help her. So it's more about giving somebody what you know they need, and that's what being fair is if I know a need and I try to meet that need, that's what being fair is. It's not giving the same thing to everybody, which is what students typically think of fairness. Everybody should receive the same thing, and that's not what it's about. But anyway, fairness. So yeah, right after school I'm gonna go DoorDash, and then I wanted to show you this yarn that I bought yesterday, and this is a yarn I got at Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby's yarn was 30% off. Okay, so I'm getting this for $1.60, right? It's pretty. I want to see what it looks like as a dishcloth or a washcloth. Okay, it's $1.60. Now it takes me probably, if I did it all at once, maybe 2 hours to make a dishcloth. I've never sat and just done it all at once. I need to do that to be sure, because I stop. I get bored or distracted. I get distracted and I'll stop making it. So, okay, so it's $1.60 plus tax. Okay, and taking me about 2 hours to make it. Maybe I could do it in an hour. I don't know. I just don't crochet that fast. So, and I charge $5 for them. So when you think about your profit, there is not much profit in that. And I look on Etsy. I look on Etsy because I'm going to put my stuff, I'm going to take more pictures and put my stuff in my shop. People are charging $2, $4, and I'm like, really? How? You are not making any money unless you get this yarn for free. So it gets frustrating when you see other YouTubers, people on Etsy selling their stuff, and they put it at such a cheap price, and you think you're not making anything. And we start to devalue ourselves as a crafter, and even $5, I should probably be charging $6 to $8. But you know, I ask myself, who's gonna pay $6 to $8 for a dishcloth or a washcloth? They are nice though. I like them better than any dishcloth I've ever used. So honestly, and I like my little scrubbies, or I wouldn't. And it took me a while to find a pattern I liked for the scrubbies and also for the dishcloth, and I tend to do the same one. It's just easier to do the same one. So anyway, I hope to get some pictures made this weekend and get more items up on my Etsy shop. I don't know if I told you I was reopening one of my Etsy shops. I thought about making a video about it, but I'll probably make another video about that, and I'll eventually post the links below. But for now, I'm just trying to get it stocked up. I've got enough stuff. I just need to take the pictures and list it, and that's what's time consuming. So as soon as I get the pictures done, listing it won't take very long. It's getting the pictures. So just want to do a little intro about my day today. It's going to be a long day, and I'll probably come back on and talk about how door dashing went tonight. And I did bring some crocheting with me in case I'm sitting in a parking lot with no orders, because I don't want to waste time just sitting there. So hopefully everything's going to go good today, and I will be back. Afternoon, YouTube friends. First week is finished, and yeah, so it goes fast. It goes fast. I think it's 9 more weeks now to spring break, so it'll be here before I know it. And yeah, time just goes by so fast, which you all know. But anyway, so last night I DoorDashed. I started a video yesterday, and I'll tag this one onto it. So I started about 4:30, and it was hard to get over to the area by 4:30, and so as soon as I got close enough in the area, I watched myself on their little map. I signed in, and I got an order right away to Cracker Barrel, and then they wanted to stack an order, and I thought, okay, that's pretty good, for $2. And I thought, you know, what is the deal? So then I tried to deny it, because, you know, trying to be better at that, and it says, you're the best dasher for this, you know, whatever. And I thought, oh my goodness. I thought, well, it'll be $8 for 2 orders, so maybe that's not too bad. I don't know. So if they're close together and everything. So I went ahead and accepted it, and They actually weren't, they were very close together. So, and the order was ready. I didn't have to wait. Just walked in, got it, and went and delivered it. So I guess it wasn't too bad. But, and then the other part of me was thinking, well, maybe that person will give you a cash tip, because they didn't leave a tip at all. The $2 was the DoorDash pay. And no, they didn't do that either. So, but it's all right. I was still blessed. I did not make 50. I didn't make $50. I did like 32, I think. But I also stopped. I stopped at 7:15, so I could have kept going. But you know, you get tired. I get tired anyway. So I'm dashing tonight, but I've got to run home and get my rain jacket because I forgot it and it might start raining. So I will run home first, and I'm supposed to start at 5, so I'm hoping I should be able to get home by a little after 4:30, grab the raincoat, and head out. And since it's Friday, I may try to stay on the outskirts and see how I do that way instead of going in where all the restaurants are. Try to do the ones on the outside of the little city, and because then you won't be in traffic as much as the main thing. So anyway, heading home, ending the first week back to school, and it's been okay. It's still part of me, really. You know, I wish I was waking up in nature every day, in a little camper somewhere, but I'm gonna keep having that dream, and hope that one day it happens. I have to keep working toward that goal. So y'all be blessed and find somebody to serve. Hey YouTube friends, I'm finished door dashing. I finished a while ago. I could have door dashed until 9, but it kind of slows down a little bit. I think it does pick back up between 9 and 10, but anyway, I needed to go to the grocery store, dog food. I told the dogs I'd get them treats because we were out. So anyway, yeah, so I went to the grocery store thinking I'm getting dog food and treats. Oh, I wanted to get food for tomorrow because my plan tomorrow is to stay home. I'm supposed to DoorDash in the evening, and I'll decide if I really want to get out and do that, or I'm focusing on getting pictures for my Etsy shop and getting stuff up there to sell, getting stuff on eBay. So that's working part-time as well. You're not making the money right away, but I want to get stuff on eBay and get that going. I want to get more stuff in my Etsy shop, and hopefully within a few months people might notice it and have some sales. So that's going to be my focus tomorrow. Going in the garage, trying to find some of my daughter's toys that might sell on eBay, that kind of stuff. And the weather's not supposed to be too good tomorrow anyway. I have a cold and it's been festering all week. So, you know, I'm staying home. So, I'll probably do some videos tomorrow, just the process of getting things up on Etsy if you're interested in that. I don't think I make too much money on Etsy, but at this point, I don't know what else to try to get my stuff out there. And I'm just praying about it, and that's what I'm going to do. So that's my focus tomorrow. But I wanted to share this one thing real quick. I want to make this short so I can just tack it on to a previous video. So I'm door dashing. Good news, you know, I did make $50, and usually I make that, I'm like, okay, I'm done. But anyway, so that's good. I'm very blessed to do that. I had one customer that gave me a $9 tip, so I was very blessed with that. And so even the few that did not tip me, that kind of makes up for it. And then, was it my last delivery? Yeah, my last delivery was almost home, and that's when I decided I'm not driving all the way back out there. I already had to drive to the grocery store, and I'd have to drive beyond that to continue door dashing. So I said, I'm done. You're gonna bring me home, then I'm just gonna done. So the last one I delivered to, she says, "Thank you so much for working tonight, because the baby is sleeping and I couldn't get out and I'm by myself." And I thought, you know, that's why you do it. And I told her, I said, you know, when my kids were little, I wish this would have worked. Oh, how wonderful if I could have just ordered food and had it delivered and not have to load 4 kids in a car and go get something or go to the grocery store. Yeah, I can see why people use this service. And then it got me thinking about service jobs, which that's what I do. I'm a teacher, and now I'm delivering DoorDash, so you're serving people, and that's okay. That's what we're here for. Reminds me of my friend Ann from Ann's Tiny Life. She's a servant too. Her profession is a nurse, so definitely a huge servant right there. And she's DoorDashing right now too, try to make some money. So check her channel out, Ann's Tiny Life, if you haven't checked it out. One day I hope we meet each other, and I've mentioned her before, but she's a channel that I watch. I watch a lot of different channels, but I watch her consistently, and I've corresponded with her, so we've kind of started growing closer, and even some subscribers, you start writing to them or texting and stuff, and you just kind of get close, and you know there's a friend out there, you know. Unfortunately, they're usually not very close. They're like so far away, but at least we know we could text somebody or email somebody and they're right there. So y'all have a blessed day, evening, morning, whenever you see this, and find somebody to serve, and I guarantee you will have joy.